Hey Camera Naggies, I'm Ashley Matthews and you're watching Film Geek. This week in Hollywood news, according to CinemaBlend.com, producers have decided to do a drastic change for Penny on the Big Bang series. After 7 seasons of chasing the acting dream, in season 8, things will change and May will be put aside. She will become a pharmaceutical rep at Bernadette's company. At the show's TCA presentation, creator Chuck Lowry dropped his bit of context. She's going to start making some money, which will unbalance their relationship as the power shifts. Because of course, what do guys hate the most? They hate when women is the breadwinner. So let's see where this bad idea goes. Sunday, September 2nd starts the new fall television shows. By the looks of it, there will be a lot of interesting shows from Funny like Christella that premieres in October. One of the shows that I think that I am most excited about is How to Get Away with Murder, which is wrote by Shonda Rhimes, which also writes Scandal, which is one of my favorites. We also have shows like NCIS New Orleans, Scorpion, Selfie, and Stalker that all look really promising shows. Pictures were recently released of the new Batmobile that will be in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. There have been some complaints, though, about the new Batmobile having 2 barrel guns on it, and Batman being against guns. Christopher Nolan's trilogy in The Dark Knight Rises has Batman driving around in the Tumbler, which also has rocket launchers on it. Also in The Dark Knight Rises, he drives the motorcycle around that also has guns on it. Then there is Batman directed by Tim Burton, who also has had a Batmobile with guns as well. So with all of these Batmobiles with guns have been mainly for clearing out obstacles and not for killing people. Let's talk about the new release I caught this weekend, No Good Deed, which is a crime horror thriller. This movie stars Taraji P. Henson and Idris Elba and Leslie Bibb. This movie is about an escaped convict played by Elba who charms his way into a home of a devoted mother of 2, played by Henson, claiming to have car trouble. This leaves Henson fighting to live. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Mr. Evans fits the criteria of a malignant narcissist. Acts of rage frequently involving the attentions of a woman.
You look so beautiful when you sleep. When I was in prison, I thought a lot about you.
Colin, I tried to wait.
No, you didn't.
There's violence in this man.
Your parole is denied.
They say the storm is gonna be really bad.
I better get going.
Tell your dad I said happy birthday. I love you.
Love you too.
That's very good. Big girl. Okay, finish cutting that up, baby. Put it on the plate and then come over here and eat, okay?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother you. I just lost control of my car and I wrecked it.
Are you alright?
I'm good. I just had it crash.
Oh my God.
Do you think I could use your phone?
You live around here?
Here over on River Road? I don't even need you. Come in. I'll stand right here. You can hand the phone and shut the door.
Mommy! I'm feeding my daughter. I'll be right back.
All right, thank you.
Guess somebody needs to use the phone.
Let's do it. Let's go. And up to the sky.
Put her down! Please.
Please what?
You don't have to do it.
I would have thought of all those brains you've got. You would have figured out the game you're playing by now.
Terry, are you here?
You've reached 911.
Hello, yes. There's an intruder in my house.
This week I'm joined with Michaela Green, who is a CUTV news reporter. Welcome, Michaela. Thanks for joining me.
I'm excited to be here.
Well, good. I easily felt like this movie could have easily been a Lifetime movie on the weekend.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those movies we went in watching it. When we first went in, I was like, oh, okay, I know what's going to happen. and then it didn't happen. Okay.
I felt the way that it ended was something that I could have easily expected to happen. Sure, there was a twist, but I felt like it was after the twist happened, it was kind of like, oh, yeah, I could totally see this happening. So, I mean, it was surprising when it happened, but after, you were just like, it was just disappointing to me. I enjoyed the movie, but I felt like it's not worth going to the theater at all. It's definitely a lay in bed on a Saturday and watch this on Lifetime movie.
Oh my gosh, I have to disagree with you.
I know.
You saw me. I loved the movie. I thought at the beginning, the movie was continuously going. I think that was a good thing about it too, was there wasn't any slow parts in it. It was just like, okay, he's done this, now he's done this, and now he's in the house, and now he's talking to her. Like, who is this guy? Why would you let this guy in your house? And then the twist happened, and then it was over. And I loved the movie. I thought it flowed well. I thought there was so much action. I loved the characters. I loved knowing that this is to me a more of an actual horror movie, because it was so realistic to me that things like this can happen. And they do happen.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I think that's where I really liked it, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to happen to somebody if somebody doesn't pay attention.
Well, because people are just
stupid.
They're crazy sometimes. Okay, so you're at home, a single woman at home by yourself, your husband's out of town, you have two kids. Yeah, let's be really smart about this and let some random guy in your house.
Yeah.
Hello? Like, what do you expect is going to happen? I mean, as she opened up the door and let this guy in, I'm going, okay, we know what's going to happen. We're going to be running around the house for an hour. And, of course, the movie was 84 minutes long.
I thought the cool thing about that, though, was they didn't lead right into him being a bad guy, that they kind of, like, let him in and, like, made him a good character. He's a good guy, you know what I mean? And they slowly tried to, like, show us how they pieced him together. Because, I mean, even in the theater, we were sitting there trying to figure out how he knew her, because he went to that house for a reason, and we knew that, and we couldn't figure out why. And so I thought that was cool how they, all of a sudden in the end, and we were like, that is not what we thought was going to happen. That's not how we thought he knew her.
But I feel like with the plot, with what was given, the information at the very beginning, within the first, like, 15 minutes, the information that we were given, they could have done so much more to this than just her running around the house with her kids and, you know, running 10 feet down a hallway to make a phone call that you know you're going to get caught because you're talking too loud on the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, it just was so predictable.
Yeah, I think that section of the movie was really predictable, because it was the same thing you see in every movie where the guy gets in the house, he chases the mom down.
Right.
I think before, that was probably, 30 minutes, maybe not even 25 minutes of the movie itself right in the middle. So I think the time before that and the time after that was incredible. I do agree with you on that part, though. That section was kind of like, oh, okay, I've seen this. Bathroom break.
Right.
You're not missing anything if you run to the bathroom. He's just going to chase her down the hall again.
Yeah.
She's going to try to escape. He's going to catch her again.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't any great graphics. There wasn't, I mean...
I do like the change in location that they did do, though.
Yeah.
From house to house and in the car and with the police officer and everything. I'm not trying to give anything away for anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, that stuff's in the trailer. You know,
right.
Because I knew, I was like, wait, they're supposed to be in a room with a dresser. Like, I knew that from the trailer. So whenever they go to the other house, I'm like, oh, okay, that's where this is going to happen.
And now
but
we
I already
know.
knew, like, everything that was happening happened in the trailer. Like, I felt like nothing new happened except for the twist.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It just wasn't worth.
Oh, see, I thought it was worth it. I loved it. But
I don't know.
I like a lot of movies that most people are like, I'm not spending money to see that. So.
I don't know. I guess I was just kind of disappointed. I wanted them to do much more with it. Like, we saw the husband for a whole whopping 5 minutes of this 84-minute movie.
I think at the beginning when we found out that he, why he was in jail and things like that, was denied parole, which you see in the previews, in the trailer. And then you find out, like, that they both, the husband and the wife, were both worked in law.
Right.
And were both lawyers and things like that. I thought they were going to play off of that.
Yeah, me too.
And the husband being, like, a lawyer, or his lawyer, or the other person's lawyer, and that's why he went to jail, or something like that, or her being the prosecutor or something, which they didn't play on at all, and I really thought that's where they were going to go with it, because they spent so much time talking about it throughout the movie.
Right. There was one point whenever they were in the kitchen, and she said something like, oh, well, I used to do homicide detective work or prosecutor, something like that.
With the abuse and women.
Right. So you're thinking, if that was what you did, and you don't see this guy here as some sort of threat, well, obviously this is why you don't do that job anymore. Hello?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was good.
I think the twist that they had, I don't think anybody that sees the movie is going to say that was bad, because that
No,
you
definitely
did not
not.
see it coming.
Right.
It was incredible.
Right.
Like, I never, ever, ever I don't think there's anybody, even the people I know that can guess everything that happens in every movie, would have guessed that.
Yeah, that twist is not.
I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone.
But I just feel like it could have been.
They could have done the movie differently,
Right.
had they taken a different route, I think, with
Yeah,
her.
I mean, we saw her running around for 60 minutes.
I think had they played with the twist that's in the movie, I think had they played that out sooner or more, it would have been like, oh, okay, that's super cool. Like, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. So, two different opinions here. So, I think it's a Saturday movie, maybe a Redbox movie, but definitely I wouldn't go to the theater and watch it again.
I would.
So I say thanks, Michaela, and I'll be right back.
Did I get up and
Hi,
leave?
welcome to High Horse University. You're a communications major, right? Here at High Horse U, you're just a number to us because you're making us loads of money. You'll also have to sell your kidney to pay for tuition. Sign on the dotted line, please.
That's what happened.
Come with me. This is Cameron University's Communication Department. We care about quality education, not robbing you blind. Here, you'll actually get to know your professors and classmates. You won't be needing this anymore.
Visit Cameron.edu for more info.
Starplex Cinema, where I catch my movies, released Maze Runner, A Walk Among the Tombstones, and This Is Where I Leave You. They also have the $5 tickets on movies before 6 and just $2 more for 3D movies. That's all for this episode of Film Geek. As always, you can find me at the Starplex Cinema, where I'll be catching what's new at the box office. Until next time, Aggies.